Have you ever wondered about the identity of the Antichrist and the nature of his government? These questions have been echoing in the minds of theologians, scholars, and mystery seekers for centuries. The answers, wrapped in layers of interpretation, prophecy, and speculation, continue to elude us, making the Antichrist one of the most enduring mysteries in human history. Let's journey back to the origins of this enigma. The concept of the Antichrist finds its roots in biblical text. It is a figure of profound evil, a false messiah who will rise to power in the end times, according to Christian eschatology. The term Antichrist itself is derived from two Greek words, anti, meaning against or in place of, and Christos, meaning anointed one. This suggests a figure who is both against Christ and attempts to replace him. Fast forward to the present, the Antichrist continues to captivate our collective imagination. It's a topic widely discussed in books, movies, and even around the dinner table. Why do we still find it so fascinating? Perhaps it's the allure of the unknown, the thrill of a good mystery. Or maybe it's the fear of what this figure represents, a powerful, deceptive leader who will bring about unprecedented chaos and destruction. But it's not just about fear. The Antichrist also represents a test of faith, a challenge for believers to hold on to their faith in the face of deception and adversity. It's a reminder of the ultimate battle between good and evil, and the belief that good will eventually triumph. The mystery of the Antichrist is not just about uncovering a hidden identity or predicting future events. It's also about understanding the nature of his government, a system that will be characterized by deception, oppression, and a false sense of peace. It's about discerning truth from falsehood, and standing firm in the face of deception. With such a profound and enduring mystery, it's no wonder we're all intrigued. And as we delve deeper into this mystery in the coming scenes, remember to keep an open mind and a discerning heart. For the truth is often stranger than fiction, and the mystery of the Antichrist is no exception. The question that has puzzled scholars for centuries: who could the Antichrist be? This inquiry has sparked countless debates and inspired numerous theories, each with its own unique perspective on this enigmatic figure. Some theories suggest the Antichrist might be a historical figure. Over the centuries, various individuals have been labeled as the Antichrist. From Roman emperors such as Nero and Domitian, who persecuted early Christians, to more recent figures like Adolf Hitler and Joseph Stalin, whose actions caused unimaginable suffering and destruction. Even today, there are those who speculate that the Antichrist could be a charismatic political leader, yet to emerge. On the other hand, some interpretations of biblical prophecies argue that the Antichrist might not be a person at all. Instead, they propose the Antichrist could be a system or a government. This perspective sees the Antichrist as a symbol of oppressive power structures that stand in opposition to divine justice and love. For instance, some scholars suggest that the Antichrist could represent a global political or economic system that promotes inequality and injustice. Yet another theory posits that the Antichrist might be a spiritual entity, a demonic force working behind the scenes to deceive humanity and lead them away from the path of righteousness. This interpretation suggests that the Antichrist is not bound by physical form and can manifest in various ways throughout history. The fascinating aspect of these theories is that they are not mutually exclusive. It's entirely possible that the Antichrist could encompass aspects of all these interpretations: a person, a system, and a spiritual entity. However, it's crucial to remember that these are just theories, interpretations of ancient texts and prophecies that have been passed down through the ages. As with any mystery, the truth remains elusive. While the identity of the Antichrist remains a mystery, we can still explore what his government might look like. The Antichrist government is prophesied to be unlike any the world has ever seen. These are words that echo with a chilling resonance, an ominous prophecy that holds the world in its grip. Let's delve deeper into the intriguing theories that surround the nature of this foretold government. The most common theory, held by many, is that the Antichrist's government will be a global one. This is not a government confined by geographical boundaries or political ideologies. It is a reign that extends to the furthest corners of the earth, encompassing every nation, every tribe, and every tongue. The prospect of such an all-encompassing rule is both fascinating and fearsome. This theory of a global government is rooted in biblical prophecies. The book of Revelation, in its 13th chapter, speaks of a beast that rises out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns. This beast is widely interpreted as a symbol of the Antichrist's government. The 7 heads are thought to represent 7 mountains or kingdoms, and the 10 horns 10 kings. These kings are believed to give their power and strength unto the beast, suggesting a global confederation under the leadership of the Antichrist. The prophecy continues to describe the beast as having great authority and being worshipped by all the inhabitants of the earth. This paints a picture of a government with immense power and influence. A government that not only rules over all, but is also revered by all. Another intriguing aspect of the Antichrist government, as per biblical prophecies, is its duration. It is said to last for 42 months or 3.5 years. This might seem like a short span for a government, especially one of such magnitude. However, it is believed that these will be years of intense persecution and tribulation, a time when the Antichrist will exercise unrestrained power. Furthermore, the Antichrist's government is prophesied to wage war against the saints and to have power over all kindreds, tongues, and nations. This suggests a government that is not only global and powerful, but also oppressive and tyrannical. However, it is important to remember that these are theories based on interpretations of biblical prophecies. They are not certainties. The actual nature of the Antichrist government, should it come to pass, remains a mystery that time alone will unravel. In the end, the prophecies paint a picture of a powerful and terrifying government. A government that rules over all, that is worshipped by all, and that wages war against the saints. A government of the Antichrist. What would the impact of the Antichrist government be on the world? Imagine a world where chaos reigns supreme, where fear is the order of the day. This is the kind of world that many prophesy will be born out of the Antichrist government. The Antichrist, as foretold, will be a charismatic figure, a master of deception, seducing many to his cause. Yet his reign would bring about an era of unprecedented disruption and turmoil. The Antichrist government would wield power unlike any seen before, able to exert control not just over nations, but over the hearts and minds of people. With this power, societal norms could be upended, and the world as we know it could be reshaped in the Antichrist's image. This would not be a reign of peace and prosperity, but one of oppression and fear. In this climate of fear and chaos, the Antichrist would thrive. He would exploit the fear, using it to further cement his power. But such a reign would not go unopposed. Resistance would inevitably rise, leading to conflict and further chaos. The world would be caught in a vicious cycle of fear and resistance with no end in sight. Yet amidst all the chaos and fear, one thing remains clear: the Antichrist's reign would not last. The prophecies foretell of his ultimate downfall. His reign of terror would be temporary, his power would wane, and he would be overthrown. This downfall may not come easily or quickly, but it is assured. So, what would the impact of the Antichrist government be on the world? It would be a time of fear, chaos, and conflict. But it would also be a time of resistance, of the human spirit fighting against oppression. It would be a dark chapter in our history, yes, but not one without hope. Regardless of who the Antichrist is, or what his government looks like, the prophecies assure us of one thing: his reign will be temporary. The mystery of the Antichrist and his government continues to captivate us. We've navigated through the murky waters of speculation, traversed the landscape of theories, and delved deep into the labyrinth of prophecies. We've sought to understand who the Antichrist could be and the nature of his government. In this quest, we've explored various possibilities, from political figures to spiritual leaders, from totalitarian regimes to seemingly benign governments. We've pondered on the potential impact of the Antichrist's rule, its implications for society and the world at large. Yet, as we stand at the crossroads of knowledge and mystery, we realize that the journey is far from over. The analysis, the theories, the interpretations, they all lead us back to the beginning, to the enigma itself. While the identity of the Antichrist and the nature of his government remain a mystery, one thing is certain: the quest for answers continues to captivate us. Subscribe to our channel and share this video with someone